Ancient Egypt. According to ancient hieroglyphic writing known as the Pyramid Text, before the age of the pharaohs, humans lived side by side with the gods.
Before 3000 BC, you have this age known as Zep Tepi, or the first time, a golden age in which the gods walked on the earth, which the gods ruled.
During this so-called Golden Age, Egypt was ruled by the god king Horus, who was depicted with a human-like body and the head of a falcon.
In Egyptian mythology, Horus is the son of Isis and Osiris. Horus was one of the gods who helped people transition between different states of being, like, life and death and rebirth, etc. So is seen often as a guardian and also as a protector to keep the evil gods from hurting humans.
Horus was the king on earth, but the god in sky. He had wings, he could fly, he can protect his own people.
All of the human pharaohs who came after Horus were said to embody his power and received communication from the gods. But why did the ancient Egyptians, like so many other early cultures, depict this prominent deity with bird-like features?
We know that Horus was a celestial sky god. Horus did not originate here on Earth, and ancient Egyptians were very, very concise in stating that he was a physical being that came from the stars.
Are Horus's bird-like features meant to indicate that he was a being who came down from the sky? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and point to the fact that in Egypt, bird-headed figures were often linked to contact with a higher realm, like the bird-headed god, Thoth.
Thoth was a human from the shoulders down, and his head was an ibis, which is a bird with a sharp beak. In Egyptian mythology, Thoth was the god of literacy, of writing, of science, and of magic, and brought all those things to humans.
Thoth was the Egyptian god of knowledge who invented and taught the Egyptians to write with hieroglyphics. There was no known language prior to hieroglyphics, so he is the giver of language to the Egyptian people.
God Thoth was an extremely important god in ancient Egypt. He is the one that had all the information. Every time a pharaoh or an engineer would talk about how he was able to create something, he would say, "I was given this information by God Thoth."
According to mainstream archaeologists, the oldest pyramid in Egypt is the Step Pyramid of King Djoser. Constructed in the 27th century BC, the six-tier, four-sided structure was designed by a mysterious figure named Imhotep.
Imhotep, who was a commoner. He became the high engineer, the main architect, and he came out of nowhere. Ancient Egyptians believed that God Thoth actually told Imhotep how to build the pyramid.
Remarkably, the iconic pyramid was not Imhotep's only accomplishment that was credited to the influence of Thoth.
Imhotep, he also was the high priest. He also was the high physician. The most ancient medical document known to humanity was written by Imhotep himself. He had a lot of knowledge that he claims was given by his god, Thoth.
According to Egyptian mythology, Thoth established a school to spread knowledge throughout the region.
For more than 3,000 years, the Egyptian mystery school sustained and preserved and amplified the mystic wisdom of the ancients. The mystery schools were started by Thoth, and it was believed that the mystery school actually operated in Memphis, which Thoth is believed to have built himself.
The mystery schools were attended by some of the most illustrious figures in history. The book of Acts, for instance, tells us that Moses was trained in all the wisdom of the Egyptians. This is a reference to the Egyptian mystery schools. Moses became a magi, performing supernatural feats, including miracles, and even talking with God in the burning bush. Also, Pythagoras studied in the Egyptian mystery schools for 22 years, where he learned that all the planets in our galaxy are inhabited.